Hi everyone, my name is Monica Escaleras and I'm the chair of the economics department. Today I take the opportunity to talk a little bit with Alexander Aranda. He is an econ major and he's going to tell us a little bit about his accomplishments in the past few years. So welcome Alexander to this little interview.
Thank you, Monica. I definitely appreciate your guys' time and effort in putting this together. I know it wasn't easy, but I definitely do appreciate your time.
So I understand you're an econ major, but can you tell me a little bit about what year are you in school and also if you have a minor?
Yeah, definitely. So I am a junior at FAU. I'm going into my senior year. I'm studying in economics and taking a minor in artificial intelligence. And so I'm actually looking to graduate next May, and we kind of will see where that goes.
Wonderful. I'm very impressed with what you have accomplished this far. I have seen that you have an internship that you received last year from JPMorgan Chase, the software engineering program. I was reading a little bit about it, and around 9,000 students applied to the internship, from which 320 or so were granted the internship, and you are one out of two from FAU. That's a huge accomplishment, and we are very proud of you. So I would like to talk a little bit about your experience in the internship, and I will start by asking you what knowledge that you gained from the economics education has been most valuable in your internship experience.
Thank you for the acknowledgement. And so I would say education from the courses in economics have definitely tailored into the JP Morgan interview in terms of collaborating with other people, looking at data, big data, right? And how consumers consume and how supply and demand kind of moves backward and forward, especially with the times that we're in, with the banks kind of collapsing. All of that kind of revolved around economic principles, and that tied into how we looked at things in the internship, whether it was presenting to other banks, regional banks, or crafting research. A lot of it kind of tied down to what did you understand from your coursework and what can you apply to the actual professional work.
Very good. Um, Having done the internship, what advice do you offer to other economic major students that are seeking either an internship or entering the workforce?
Yeah, definitely. And so I think some of the advice I would bounce off from the organization, the Investors Association, and kind of what I taught there was about making a list of companies that you thought were the most valuable companies to you that you would want to work at. And having that list, work your way down, apply to the best company that you want to work at. Make sure you identify the role and the skills that are tailored toward that role, because that's going to lead you to kind of understanding what you want to do and maybe what you don't want to do. In that case, you can kind of go and build the skills or gain some experience in personal projects or actual professional work to build out your resume and then go out and apply to those jobs. And one extra step I would say to that is go ahead and reach out to recruiters or go to networking events. Take take yourself out the comfort zone when you decide to go out and apply to things. Sometimes just an extra step of you trying to get that internship or that job offer, whether that's an email, cold call, or a text message to someone, will definitely put you a step ahead of other people.
That's a great advice. Now, I was reading a little bit about you, and I know that you created a financial model. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so being in economics, I always wanted to understand how business cycle works, business cycles, and so with that, I decided I always wanted to create a personal project about using AI and using other technologies and software, but also how do you apply that to economic principles. And in that sense, I started building this financial model that was talking about or pretty much giving me information on technical analysis. So what I did in this model originally was I imported a bunch of Yahoo data, historical data from stocks, and got income statements, historical balance statements, historical sheets, and also balance sheets from the stocks. And using that data, I was able to give it to a large language AI model, one of those chatbots that everyone's kind of been using, to artificially collect those information and then pretty much return an output, whether that's predicting stock prices, predicting that you could win for any given stock on the next given day, and getting a lot of technical or financial analysis from these models kind of gives you insight as a financial analyst, but also as someone who's still learning and wanting to learn how you can combine AI and economics together.
Wonderful. And you were mentioning another time that we met that you use the sandbox at the library. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Right. So a lot of where I spend my time most of the time when I'm not in class or at work, I technically spend my time at the sandbox. It's inside the library, it's on the first floor. It's meant for a lot of artificial intelligence people who kind of want to study or learn about artificial intelligence to learn pretty much. It's like a think box of the way I would think about it. And there's a lot of computers and resources there that definitely have provided me the value to build the models and learn about the models, but also a lot of good people that I've met doing their undergraduate, master's, or PhD there. And in that sense, I think I definitely recognize the sandbox for a lot of the achievements I've done in artificial intelligence.
That's wonderful. So I want to also comment that because Alexander did such a wonderful job in his internship as a sophomore, now he has been invited to participate in the program again as a junior. And we are once again very, very proud of your achievements. And the last question that I would like to ask you is, what areas of economics do you feel passionate about? And how do you plan to incorporate this interest into your future career plans?
Yeah, great question. So I think the most important piece of economics that ties to my career is tying it to the economic business principles and backgrounds that kind of tie with, understanding economics or finances, and tying that together with technology, being a cross section of technology and finance together, which is now what a lot of people call financial technology.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where I see my career building out in the next 5 to 10 years. And I hope that there's a lot of other people that do the same, in the sense of, right, there's a lot of new technologies, there's a lot of business backgrounds, and there's a lot of roles that kind of fit this industry. And I think that there's a lot of opportunity there for a lot of other people.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to see what the future holds for you. I know it's going to be a bright future. And thank you very much.
Thank you.